anyway, I was there for a couple of days and just generally talking to people. And then Mullah Omar, the spiritual leader of the Taliban, had issued an edict that anyone helping a Westerner during a time of war would be executed. So you can imagine suddenly it was like, get rid of the white woman, you know, we don't need her in our village. So I tried to get back across the border, and it was sealed. So one of my guides said, we'll go through a smuggling route. And I thought, oh yes, that sounds good. I'll get an even better story and everybody will think I'm so brave, you know, going through a smuggling route. So we started out, and of course the terrain was rugged, and I had these plastic Afghan shoes on and my feet were cut and blistered. So I started complaining. One of my guides said, well, can you ride a donkey? And he said, we'll ride across the border. And he took me to these motley creatures that were there. And there's a donkey trader, and he said, you know, can you ride? I said, can I ride? I said, of course I can ride. I ride horses back home. I go over fences. I gallop. Of course, look at this. It's half the size, same shape, no problem. So he did the deal. What on earth the deal was, I don't know, because I wasn't going back to return it. And I got on the back of this donkey. Well, the animal just shot off, just bolted. And I'm trying to grab the reins, and the wind really caught onto the burqa that I was wearing, and that was flapping, which terrified the creature even more. And it was really going, and I'm trying to lean forward and screaming, and it must have been quite a sight. And just as I managed to get hold of the reins, the one piece of equipment that I'd taken in, a camera, fell out of the folds of my burqa right in front of a passing Taliban soldier.
Oh my God.
Well, cameras were banned under the Taliban. You know, they didn't like photography at all. In fact, they didn't like much at all. But anyway, you know, he saw this camera, and I don't know if he stopped the donkey or if the donkey stopped, but there was something happened, and up I went, thrown into the air and hit the ground. And I picked myself up, and I'm looking through the grills of this burqa straight into the eyes of this Taliban soldier. And, you know, when I got back to London, my friends had said, what was going through your mind at that precise moment? And I said, well, in truth, for a nanosecond, and it was just a nanosecond, I'm looking through the grill of my burqa straight into, and I just looked at him. I thought, my goodness, you are gorgeous.
What?
Honestly, Rita, he had these amazing emerald green eyes. You know, the famous National Geographic magazine of the Afghan woman?
Yeah.
He was the male version of her. Absolutely captivating, big high cheekbones, a wild mane of hair, quite stunning. But as I say, that was for a nanosecond, and then
the reality set in.
The reality kicked in, and I just thought, that's it, I'm dead. So he's screaming at me, obviously wanting the camera. So I took the camera off and I handed it to him. And then I stood back and closed my eyes because I'm waiting to be shot. And I waited 10 seconds, and it's a long time, you know, to have your eyes closed, waiting to be shot. And I thought, what's keeping him? And I opened my eyes, and he'd gone. He'd gone to find the donkey trader, because in his mind, if he found the donkey trader, he would find out who was responsible for me.